Hey, so you know how that football mood's in right now? With the Super Bowl and all. I'm reading the news, and that's all I'm seeing.
You're obsessed with that Saints team, right?
Yeah, they're cool. Did you know their quarterback, Drew Brees, has something called celiac disease?
No, I didn't. I don't know anything about sports.
So what exactly is celiac disease?
Glad you asked.
Oh no.
What have I done? I did a report on celiac disease not too long ago. I'm glad you're taking an interest in it.
I don't.
So celiac disease is a genetic autoimmune disease in which the ingestion of gluten leads to inflammation of the small intestine.
What does autoimmune mean in that context?
Well, an autoimmune disease is a disease or disorder in which the immune system attacks perfectly healthy cells because it mistakes them as foreign cells.
Huh, okay, another thing. You mentioned gluten. I only see that in cereal boxes and those bread package things that your mom buys. How does this relate to celiac disease?
Well, first you have to understand what gluten is. Gluten is a combination of proteins, namely gliadin and glutenin, which is found in wheat, oats, and other grains, such as in barley and rye.
Wait a second, you mentioned gluten being in wheat. Is that related to the whole wheat stuff in cereal commercials?
Why, yes, it is. Glad to see you making connections.
You sound like my first grade teacher.
Well, you have the wit of a first grader. What do you expect me to do?
That was totally necessary. Jeez. Whatever, just continue.
So this whole wheat thing is made prominent in advertisement to show that the product is abundant in gluten. This is because gluten is good for health due to its viscoelastic properties, which are on a molecular scale. Well, before you ask what viscoelasticity is, let me explain it.
What does that mean?
As I was saying, viscoelasticity is found in gluten, and it's exactly what its name suggests. It has viscous and elastic properties. I don't pretend to know what those are. We all know you don't.
Wow, judgmental much. So how do you know if you have celiac disease?
Well, I'm going to assume you mean the symptoms of it. Typically, there are no symptoms. However, some people have diarrhea, which is the most common symptom among people who have symptoms. If you have a severe case of celiac disease, then some of your symptoms will include osteoporosis and random fatigue.
How do we check for sure, though?
Well, you'd have to get a CD screening for that.
Whoa! How is celiac disease related to CDs?
CD is an abbreviation for celiac disease.
So what is this said screening, though?
Well, they take a liquid DNA sample and check to see if you have celiac disease.
Savage little scientists. So exactly, how do you determine whether you have CD or not?
Wow. Well, CD is caused by mutations on chromosome 6, particularly chromosome 6p21, on which you can find HLA genes.
What are HLA genes?
HLA genes, or human leukocyte antigens, are a type of genes, which have many subsets to it. The subset involved for CD are the HLA-DQ genes, namely the HLA-DQ2 and the HLA-DQ8 genes. Mutations of those cause CD.
If these are only subsets of them, there must be tons of genes. Ooh, imagine how many shirts you need to match them!
Bad jokes these days. But you are right. There are around 20,000 to 30,000 genes in the human genome.
So we've talked all about this, but how do you stop celiac disease?
Assuming you mean a cure, there is none. Don't worry though. If you go on a gluten-free diet, all impacts will be negated. The most common substitution for gluten in a diet is rice flour because it's cheap and it's a good substitute for the proteins that gluten has.
So you also mentioned it was genetic. I'm gonna guess that means hereditary?
So you actually paid attention in science class once. Never thought I'd see the day. But yes, you are correct. Scientists don't know how it's genetically transmitted from generation to generation on a genetic scale, but it seems to run through most families. If one of your predecessors has celiac disease, then you have a 1 in 10 chance of contracting it.
Cool. Celiac disease is kind of cool, only because it's linked to CDs though.
And I thought you would learn something over this. Clearly not. Still the same old chin, babe.